to another video where we will be making this lovely heart. But we're also going to be doing it in a different color. Sorry, what is that? I have no idea what that was. But yeah, we're going to be making it in this lovely blue. Now this, if you want to get this template, I forgot a line. There, it's complete. If you would like this template, you can just pause the screen right now. And you know what, I'll just put the template up at the end of the video. So the first thing we're going to do is to cut it out. And let's get cutting. This one has everything in black. If you're going to print out this template or just screenshot it and trace it, we are going to cut out along the black lines, and the red lines are what we're going to need to fold. So, time to cut it out. Well, hello there again. I'm not finished cutting, but I'm currently home alone and I'm waiting for Netflix to load. It's not loading and I have nothing else to do, so I'm just gonna cut this out while talking because the house is really quiet, and for some reason the street is also really quiet, so it's creepy when it's quiet. I've got the cats in the house, and I'm gonna stick with the superstitious belief that if something comes in the house with me, the cats are gonna see it first. But, you know, those things aren't real, and I'm not gonna say the word. Next thing you know, there's gonna be one popped up behind me asking me if I'm sure they aren't real. And for some reason the tablet won't load. I should have stuck to YouTube. So we're going to cut this out, and I'm going to show you something that I made during my spare time. And it's kind of neat. So we're almost finished with the cutting. Anyway, there was something that I was supposed to talk more about that I remember. The designs for Carrie Day. I still have to do that design that I haven't even started or even thought about. There are some other stuff that I would have to do too, but I'm not talking about them for now. I've mentioned how much I love Christmas and I can't wait for Christmas again, but with the way things are going, someone mentioned to me that we're going to have election on Christmas. If we get election on Christmas, whoever did that, they're a main Grinch. I know Christmas is a long time away, and this is not a political channel, so we're never ever going to talk about politics, ever, because I don't like to talk about that. I really don't. Then we're just going to talk about how someone wants to ruin Christmas. Now it's time to do the folding. So the foldings that I like to start with are these guys. So we're going to fold them in. And Netflix still hasn't loaded. Netflix, my favorite series would be the originals, and they're not showing in Guyana. I downloaded one of those apps that help you change your location, and it's still on Netflix but just not in Guyana. So when I went to go look at it using the app, it's telling me that I can because I am using the app, but when I take off the app, the content isn't there. So why? What have you done, Netflix? What's going on? Why can't I watch my favorite show? Oh, I forgot to cut this. So in this one you're going to see it's already cut. You don't cut the red line, you cut this top line. I forgot to cut that. So we're folding, you just fold along the lines. Okay, maybe Trixie can come in the video, since I cannot get Rick and Morty to show. I don't know. Oh, I was supposed to show you this little guy here, with a little girl. This is my eraser. I have eraser and sharpeners in there, as you can see. They're right in here. And I just kind of like this a lot. It looks so cute. And this is the boy to it. It was made for Valentine's Day. Give me 1 minute. So it finally came on, and I'm getting to watch what I want to watch. Now it's time to paste. Just get your paste, and there we go. So we're pasting. I would tell a joke someone told me when I was in high school, but it might not be appropriate, so I'm just probably gonna put it in the description if I remember it at the end of this video. But it has to do with paste and what paste looked like and what we would do on the bench. We put the paste on the bench. I remember one time I was in Form 4 and this guy, he was in Form 5 at that time, put the paste on one of our English teacher's desks, and it was a bit weird. So I don't know what to talk about. My mind is elsewhere, so you know. Alright, I'm taking the headphones off to pay more attention to the video right now, because I'm running out of ideas to talk about, and I basically just sit here and talk gibberish, so maybe some stories from, well, scary stories, obviously it's going to be scary. Probably about a Christmas time. Oh, there was this one with when my cousins came to visit us. They're from Suriname and they were here for about 2 weeks. It was during the Christmas time and they were staying once again at this house. It's really bad seeing the scary stuff that happened here, knowing that I have to go to sleep in one of the room right in here. So, yeah, they were in this house during that time. We weren't, we used to live elsewhere. We had come to spend time. I think that was around the time Digicel had just came out in Guyana and Nokia phone was a big deal back then. So my sister, she wanted one, and my dad, I was really small then, he decided to drop me off here with my cousins, and him, my mom, my mom's sister, my aunt, obviously. They went, oh, including my sister, I completely forgot. So the eldest would have been, well, they took Reshma, my aunt's eldest daughter. So the eldest at that time in the house would have been Roshni, or no, it was Roxanne. Oh, you're gonna notice that all of our names start with R. That's like my mom's Rose, her sister's Rita, I'm Rish, and then there's Reshma, Roshni, Roxanne, Ravina, and Rachel. So it's a long line of our name. So we were in the house, and Rachel decided that she was going to go outside to do something. She was gonna go outside to use the washroom, but she didn't want to go all the way downstairs, and you're gonna say this is dirty, this is nasty. We were very small back then. We were around the same age group, and so she did it right on this step. And then we started hearing her cry, and Ella, she went out to go see what was going on, and she started screaming. So I ran out to see what happened. I didn't see anything, or even if I did, I probably forgot about it. But I do know that Rachel, her back had some red marks on it, going up and down and all over, like if she just got beaten with the broom. And that's what my cousin said, that she did get beat by the broom. That when she came out, Roxanne said that when she came out, she saw that there was a broom hold up, and so it was like if someone was standing there beating her, and she couldn't see who it was. So I don't know. I think we told my mom. I'm not sure about it, but we did. I sent my mom a link to these videos. I don't know if she's gonna watch it. I also sent it to my sister. I don't know if she's gonna watch it. She's always really busy. If you are watching this, well, yay on you. Thank you for watching it. Next scary story. Well, I've already told my sister's scary story with the guy in the blue shirt. I hope that she sees it. I've got to make a video dedicated to that one, because that one was really funny. If you say I'm mean to my older sister, no, I'm not mean to her. It was funny. She got really scared. Someone that used to scare me my entire childhood getting scared, that is funny. That's extremely hilarious. Because she'd watch all these scary stories. I cut out this side. No! How am I gonna piece it together? We are going to find a way. I can't believe I did that. Anyway, so back to what I was saying. She used to scare me a lot when I was scared with the movie Mirror. When the movie Mirror came out, she watched it. Obviously, she watched it. A horror enthusiastic person. She watched it with me right next to her, and then I was terrified of Mirror for quite some time. Like, I could have swore that there was something that would have come out of that mirror and get me. So I was terrified of it, and I mentioned that we slept in the same room, and nighttime when I had to go to bed, I would turn on the room light because I was afraid of going in the dark room, and she would get angry, saying that the lights hurt her eyes, and she would yell at me. Then my dad would yell at her, telling her that I'm scared. I have a fear of the darkness. I forgot what that phobia is called, but he used to say it. And she hated it. She thinks that I was spoiled, but she was the one that scared me all the time with ghosts and goblins and ghouls and monsters and everything scary. And there were so many scary stuffs to be afraid of. And one of the things that I still think about today is like, if I look up on the wall, what if I see a face staring back at me from the wall? There was a terrifying moment when my house got robbed, and I did hear the wardrobe door squeaking open, and I opened it in my brain. My first thought was, the boogeyman was in the room. Then I was being more rational. I gotta get piece paper to fill in that piece there. I've got piece that I've thrown down. So my brain was thinking the boogeyman came in the room, or the boogeyman is coming out, and the more rational part of my brain was like, no, that can't be. Open my eyes, and for some reason, the next thing my brain thought was, oh, hey, it's just your boyfriend putting away clothes. And then I was like, why would he be putting away clothes in the middle of the night? And then the next thing that came to my mind is, how did he get a key to come in the house? So I got up, and this strange person was in my room, going through my wardrobe, using my phone, and I had no idea who it was. And I don't know why my brain just abandoned me in that moment, like, yay, a strange person is going through your clothes, let's leave. So that's what happened at that exact moment. I just I blanked. I didn't know what to say, what to do, how to react to that situation. My brain just ran away from me. And when I was small, I would always be so terrified. One thing that I did when I was preteen, I was out late. That time I was very active in the church, and we were all out late, and so we decided to play a prank on some of my friends. So I got a bed sheet, a white bed sheet. I know, typical. It's so lame to just throw on a white bed sheet, but it worked. But what I didn't know was somebody else was in on the joke, and they decided they were going to pull a joke on us too. So they've got their own bed sheet too, and while I was waiting for when my friends were coming, I didn't know this person was waiting for me to pass too. And so when I saw them pass by, I jumped up and I screamed, and I was about to just take it off and show them when I heard somebody else scream again, and I turned around behind me and there was this other person, but they weren't wearing a white bed sheet. Okay, I don't know if they dusted themselves in powder or what they did, but I did recognize it as one of my friends came running up behind us with another sheet or of powder, not an actual sheet, and I started running too. We laughed a while about that because I thought I was gonna get away with scaring them, and somebody who was in on the plan scared me. I'm not gonna say it was mean, it was all funny and all laughs. So that's something there. But there's this one thing that my cousin did. Well, I did it, not my cousin, but you know, it was kind of her fault. I just heard talking, and I'm not sure there's somebody at the front. I'm just gonna go close the curtains. Back from closing the windows and continuing on with this hair and our somewhat scary stories. No, there wasn't anybody by the window. See, talking about scary stuff just works my imagination into being scared, which is what I think happens most of the time, and there actually isn't anything scary there to say. So I'm just gonna go paste this out and then come back with the end results. So there's a reason why I want to paste this out off camera is because it gets a bit difficult and tricky when you finish one side, and it takes a lot of time, which I want to do off camera. But you know, then you're probably, while you're putting it together, you're gonna be like, oh, this is so hard, maybe it wasn't hard for them, what is that person doing? Well, it's hard for me too, and it takes a lot of time. I suggest you just get a glue gun and put it together. But I didn't want to use the glue gun, not just because I am going to be out of glue sticks, but no, I am out of glue sticks, but not because of that, but mainly because the glue gun is very hot, and last time I tried putting together something so small with a glue gun, I burnt my little fingers. My fingers are actually very fat, but you know what I mean. I burned my fingers, and that hurt a lot. So on my basket, what the other one that I made, I am doing this with it, just so you know. It's holding fabric paint. Let me just put that back over there. And I'm going to probably make more because I like it. Oh, there's this one that I want to make, but it's a bit different. And you see, I lose it back out. Oh well, that sucks. Oh, I know I have something that can help, but I need to go get it. And how do I know if it's going to help? I am not sure if it's going to help. So, you know, this is just so tough and hard. And very, very frustrating because it was paste and then I pulled a bit too hard and it came apart, and if I didn't pull, then I wouldn't have got that next side in, and it's just really, 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 really annoying. It's so damn annoying, to the point where I just advise you break this shit up. Just throw it down and smash it into 1,000 pieces and be like, oh, there, that's how you make it. So, you know, maybe do that. You know what, I'm just gonna go get the tool that I want. Here it is. I've only got one. The rest are in the room and I'm not going all the way in there to get it. So, we're going to use the one. We're going to try to use the one. See, that is a little bad, but it wasn't so bad. It's not that bad. You know, we're just gonna stare at the one that I already finished and just be like, oh, this is so pretty. So I did this one in white and just painted it like this because I thought this would look pretty neat, and it does look neat. And then there's also this one that is painted in black. Obviously, you can see it's painted in black. But I like this one. It's much bigger than this one. And if you want it bigger, just, I don't know, put it onto your computer, zoom it in big, and trace it. Yeah, I'm saying tracing a lot. I know tracing sounds like, apparently tracing is a bad word in the art community. This is not my work. I don't know whose work this is. I really don't. But if you can't print it, trace the shit out of it. If you don't have a printer or will not have access to a printer, a lot of you who are going to be like, if you have internet, how do you not have a printer? Well, you know, if you don't have a printer, I don't have a printer, so just trace. And as for the tracing being a bad word, as long as you're not saying that that work is your artwork when you're tracing something, then it's not bad. Don't go trace someone else's artwork and post it on saying, hey, I did this. Also, if you get inspired by somebody else, just acknowledge it. That, hey, I got this idea from someone. Like, for example, my rainbow hair was something I got from Drawing with Waffles. She did a drawing with rainbow hair. So, you know, just give credit. And I know you're probably going to think that I'm being madness, and most of you are going to want to leave if I don't say anything interesting. When I say most of you, I mean my wonderful 4 subscribers. I'm alone. I'm talking to the walls. The walls are listening. Very lovely walls. They're listening. Or you know what? Maybe the Harry Potter type of paintings that I have at the side, maybe they're listening. The owl is definitely listening to me. And so is the mandrake and the snitch. The snitch is listening. Oh boy, this is not going so well. You know, I'm pretty sure I usually keep these 2 parts for the last, so I haven't made one of these in a while. I've just started making this one for the video. And it is going extremely well. It is going so wonderful that I am just wasting time here. 6 minutes. 6 minutes of me wasting time. What has life gone to that you are sitting here watching a crazy person holding a paper heart with a surgical instrument, talking for 6 minutes straight, not doing anything productive whatsoever? You know what, maybe I'll show you something that I DIY because I want one but I just can't get it here. I am going to get one if I ever see it over here, but for now I have to leave it to DIY. So why don't I just clip this up here and I will show you something that I made. Ta-da! Yes, it's a piece of cloth. But wait till I open the piece of cloth. Open. Please open. Be nice. Be nice and open. Okay, so the piece of cloth is open. Haha, I made this myself. So we are looking at this. I've got a next one that I have to finish making, that I haven't gotten around to finish making, that's been in that stage for such a long time. But ta-da! These are like my favorite color right here. I will show you the one that's in making progress, but I think I just made it too long and just put a lot of stuff there. Now it's time to paste this top that I hate, so I'm just gonna like try to hold it close and hope the paste at the top dries. While I show you the other one, but first I'm gonna roll this one up. I'm just gonna put it down somewhere over here, and we are going to look at the one that's in work in progress. I told you, work in progress. We have yellow, orange, so this is the order that I go in, where I know a lot of people, they don't do it in this order, but I like to go from yellow to orange, red, to these purplish color, down to, not purplish color, maroon colors, down to pink, to purple, over to blue, then to the green side. I like colors like these. They're so interesting. They remind me of something like the sea areas. Anyway, down into green, to brown, and then these are just markers that I use for skin. And then black, then white, and that would be it. That is how I would organize my stuff. Like I said, this is a work in progress. Now, this is what the heart looks like. If you want, you can put paint over this, you can put glitter on it, you can do whatever you want with it, but this is your heart in the end. Coming to the end of the video, maybe I'll upload another one, not sure, maybe it's going to be the basket, not sure. Anyway, bye, have fun! Oh, and when I said another one just now, maybe it's going to be another heart, maybe it might be another card, or it's going to be the new type of basket that I want to make. Not sure about it.